Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup. The season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football.
Yard there, now it'll be third down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Chandler Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. The Ravens at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in off a disappointment last time out. That put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
And last week they took one on the chin, but to me, this is a pretty resilient bunch. So I don't think they'll dwell too much on that loss. And they'll be looking to come out in this one and make amends right now.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Well, first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
21. Here we go. Go ahead.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. From the 38, Garoppolo. He's got a man, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. This just a 24-yard attempt. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Now Fields. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Chandler Jones. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. On now to punt, here's Bradley Pinion. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
This one caught. It's the tight end Hockenson. On the move past the 40. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Christian McCaffrey halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50 as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. No surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick six.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Pick six last drive. Here's Fields again. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Fields, nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields, that's caught. Waddle on the left side. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. To throw is Fields. And this is caught by Williams. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 19. From the gun, here's Swift. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Maybe just a slight deep. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each at once. You get first half scores just like this one.
This is caught, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Here's Swift. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Touchdown, Bengals. Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The extra point up and good from Santoso. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right. And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
21. One, Omaha.
Now Garoppolo. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD. a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick six, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
A short kick taken at the 18. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they may just be content to take this three-point lead and head into the locker room. Man open, here's Jones. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. The option, here's McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Well, here we go.
Garoppolo on first down. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here we go.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And it's caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. T.J. Hockenson from 8 yards out. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. His guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just past the 35. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock.
21.
They run on first down with Jackson. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Fields. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the 1st. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. Down inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. One play action. Fields. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Swift is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. And we may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast, where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Here we go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Here we go.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. There's Garoppolo to throw. Hockenson crossing the middle and bringing it in. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Here we go. 2.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Up the gut, McCaffrey. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
It's a 1st down, and he's also over 190 receiving yards now. What a game. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They run with Jackson out of the gun. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. On play action, it's Garoppolo. He'll buy some time right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe. Really
hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. So the face mask moves him closer, and now for the line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. On the ground, McCaffrey, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Ravens are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And some room to work. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 1st rushing touchdown on the year. Sanders on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Takes it at the 7. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And they take a knee. And they will take a knee here. time, Charles, but in this